Hey, what's going on, guys? Just want to give you an update on my answered prayer testimony. So, most of you know that I do have my own business. I make money on the side, but these past couple months I've been challenged to be productive, and I do have opportunities, or I have time, I would say, to work. So, I've been putting in applications like, hey, I want to start working, putting in applications. I've been getting opportunities left and right, but I was looking something more specific than just working. I wanted something to work around. Obviously, I wanted to work around God's time, church. Saturdays. Preaching, outreaching, stuff like that, right? So I was like, I want specifics. I just kept holding it on, like, no, I'll just wait until an opportunity comes, and then I get this call. They're like, hey, we like your experience. We think you'll be a good fit. Like, we want you to start, the 27th, which was last month, July 27th. Right? The weekend of the 27th came. I didn't get my equipment. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, well, your background hasn't been accepted. So we're going to wait one more week, see if we get the results. Called them that next week. Hey, it's a week later. I haven't got my equipment. Oh, well, your background hasn't cleared yet. I'm like, oh my God, right? So they're like, hey, well, it's just going to wait for 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks came up. Hey, I was supposed to start last month. It's already been 3 weeks since you guys told me, like, what's going on. I've already denied a couple of opportunities. Now I've been holding on this one, right? Well, your background hasn't came in, and so what? Same thing. So I was kind of getting a little frustrated, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask God. I'm gonna trust God for this area in my prayer request. I've been praying. Obviously, I've been praying for it, but it told me, they told me, my mind told me, it's like, hey, put it in the prayer request. Let people contend for that for you. So I was like, you know what? Okay. So I made a gesture, like the simple gesture. Hey, I put it in my prayer request. Allowed people to open up their prayers for me, and literally that same week they called me. Hey, we have good news. The opportunity is still there if you want it. Your background came and got accepted. When do you want to start? And I was like, right away, right? I was like, well, am I still going to be doing the same thing? Yes, same thing, same pay, same everything. So I got an opportunity with Bank of America. Let me double check. Bank of America, yes. Customer service. I'm not sure about the details right now. Maybe I'll be dealing with the credit card, the fraud, billing, customer service. I'm not sure yet, but I am inside their system. I am ready to start. And I just want to thank you guys for your prayers. Thank you for contending for me in that area. This is not only my answered prayer, but this is also your answered prayer. God answered you guys. God moved for you guys. God is doing extreme things for you guys. God is showing you guys. He's making himself, vivid. He wants you guys to see how he's moving. Just want to thank you guys. I appreciate so much for contending in that area. Thank you guys who have joined our group. Those who are continuing to sign up for our emails, I appreciate you. I just want to thank you guys for that. In my mind, I was like, man, they're never gonna hire me. Like, what's going on? As soon as I put in that request, God says it's done. I have people contending for you already. You don't even have to worry about it. And I was like, oh, right, So I mean, it just means a lot to me for you guys to be praying for me as well. Don't forget to pray for the church, for our fellowship, for people in the church. Pray for our nation. Pray for people who have been affected by this, this fear. I don't even like to give it a word no more. Pray for people who have lost somebody during this time. They really need your prayers and any God's peace. Pray for backsliders. As most of you know, I'm a 100-time backslider, right? God really answers in those areas. But we have to be able to contend. We have to be able to fast. There are certain areas of breakthrough that only come with fasting. So if you're not fasting, find ways to do it. If it's an hour here, an hour there, a day, just I trust God that He's gonna move in your guys' life. It's one thing to have prayer, but there's one thing of putting your flesh on the cross daily. So I just want to thank you guys once again, and I'm gonna show you my setup here. So that's my personal computer. I got my little phone here. This is their equipment. So they sent me a laptop. They already have all this programmed, and then they have this as like a display. So just to have, I guess a bigger visual. They sent me, a little pad, a keyboard, and a mouse. That's pretty good. Amen. Thank God. Thank Jesus. Let's go.